Do you feel that tariffs, the whole blaming India for Russian oil, whereas other nations more adversarial to Russia, and this has been often repeated even by Dr. Jaishankar, he said this and he's proven with numbers. China continues to buy more oil and it's a different equation altogether. Now, where does this happen? And especially when, that we were seen or India was seen and PM Modi was seen as someone very close to President Trump.
So the US side, the policymakers must understand one thing very clearly. If it is just about tariffs, there could have been negotiations. Rajmohan also was suggesting that we could have negotiated, probably agreed upon something. Now, I would like to draw your attention to what happened between President Trump and the Chinese side. He imposed 50% tariffs on them. China imposed counter tariff 50%, then imposed another 100%.
Yeah.
It became 150% by June.
Yeah.
And middle of June, President Xi Jinping picked up the phone and had a conversation with Trump, and they are today at 29% or 30% tariffs. So tariffs are negotiable, whether it was for China or for India. But for us, the challenge is if you mix it up with domestic or international politics, and you bring in Pakistan also into it and claim totally incorrectly, because absolutely there was no role for the US on that issue of ceasefire. There were warnings given by Vice President of USA and of course the Secretary of State to their counterparts. But there was never any intervention from President Trump's side. Yet the claim went on and on. So we strongly said that don't mix up these two things. Try and do that with China. Try and rake up Tibet, try and rake up human rights issues in China. You will never have any settlement on tariffs with China. Countries have their own self-respect. That appreciation is somehow not, it is not being appreciated in the White House circles especially. I see it that way. On Rationale also, it is quite clear. I don't know how many of the people know that part of the Russian oil, so-called Russian oil, refined in our private refineries, by the way, the private people who buy it, part of it goes to Ukraine.
Yes.
Ukraine is using it for war. Europe is using it. And gas, natural gas is even bought by the US. So there is an element of some kind of hypocrisy in all that Rationale argument that everybody knows.